Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are proceeding to the fifth section of my civic engagement curriculum where we will dive into speaking and dialogue. This section is important because you will know how to communicate your thoughts and ideas to people. We will start off with the 10th topic about building arguments through public speaking. Now, I want to make something clear right away. Public speaking is not something that came naturally to me. In fact, for most of my childhood, I was pretty shy. In elementary and middle school, I kept to myself. I did not like putting myself out there, and I carefully chose the people I interacted with. But as you will hear today, public speaking is something I had to grow into, and those experiences shaped the way I build arguments and engage with others today. As I talked about in my previous videos, I joined a civic youth organization and competed in its We the People debate competitions. I had already talked about how these taught me constitutional principles, but what I haven't fully shared is how much public speaking was involved in this. My teammates and I had to give speeches and answer judges' questions. That meant projecting our voices, sounding confident, and convincing people we knew what we were talking about. And honestly, it was uncomfortable at first. I was stepping out of that introverted shell and putting myself in front of people who could judge me. But that discomfort was exactly what helped me grow. Over time, I gained confidence and my team did great in those competitions. That experience taught me a powerful lesson. Public speaking is not just about saying words, it is about building arguments, projecting confidence, and persuading an audience. When I got to college, I wanted to push this even further, so I joined mock trial. I took on the role as an attorney, sometimes for the defense and sometimes for the plaintiff. I had to write opening statements, closing arguments, and craft direct and cross-examinations. The challenge was not just writing these arguments, but also persuasively presenting them. I had to master tone, pacing, body language, and confidence. And during tournaments, I had to think on the spot by responding to objections, adapting to witnesses' answers, and shifting strategies mid-trial. With practice, I got better. I helped my team win awards and even earned an individual attorney award myself. But most importantly, I learned how to build, present, and defend an argument through public speaking. After college, I put those skills into real-world practice when I worked on political campaigns. One of my main jobs was petitioning by asking people to sign my petitions to get one of the political candidates on the ballot for the primary election. Now, think about this. You are walking up to strangers, knocking on doors, and asking them for something. That takes courage. I had to clearly explain that signing the petition did not mean they were committing to vote for the specific political candidate, but just so the candidate can have their name on the ballot. That small distinction mattered a lot. At first, it was easy to just ask people I already knew, but the real challenge was persuading strangers. Over time, I grew more confident and collected over 250 signatures myself and more than 1,200 as part of a team. That taught me that public speaking was not only about speeches on a stage, it also is about one-on-one conversations, persuasion, and clarity. So, why am I sharing all this? Because my experiences with debates, mock trial, and campaigning taught me that public speaking is the key to building strong arguments. Whether it is a courtroom, a classroom, a council meeting, or a rally, your ability to speak with clarity and confidence shapes how your arguments land. And in civic engagement, that makes all the difference. I want to talk about the tools and strategies for building arguments through public speaking so you can feel confident with yourself and give impactful speeches wherever you go. Let's go through them. You will need to begin by hooking your audience, which starts with knowing who they are. For example, if you are speaking at a school board meeting, talk about school issues. If you are at a city council meeting, talk about city issues. If you are at a rally, connect to the cause everyone came together for. When you begin your speech, grab their attention right away with one of these three things. 1, have a strong opening line that is surprising or powerful. 2, ask a question to spark curiosity. Or 3, tell a story since people connect with stories more than raw facts. And once you get their attention, you need to maintain it. Make eye contact, show appreciation for the audience for listening to you, and share parts of your personal story that the audience can relate to. That human connection keeps people engaged. Next, you will need to organize your speech. One of the best techniques for this is the rule of 3. It could be a speech with an introduction, 3 main points, and a conclusion, or 3 stories, or 3 pros and cons. Either way, people remember information best in groups of 3. Now, when you make those points, use a balance of logic and emotion. Facts or logos are essential, but emotions or pathos make people care. The best speeches combine both. For example, if you make a speech about homelessness rates, your logos would be to share data on those rates in your area, and your pathos would be to tell a story of someone affected by homelessness. Together, that combination makes your argument more persuasive. Another thing to keep in mind is that you can challenge opponents respectfully by questioning their credibility, pointing out inconsistencies, or highlighting logical flaws. But always stay truthful. And just as important as speaking is listening, since good public speakers are also good listeners. You can practice critical listening by spotting falsehoods, recognize fallacies, and admit when your opponent makes a fair point. You can practice empathetic listening by truly understanding someone else's perspective and where they are coming from. Listening makes your responses sharper and builds credibility with your audience. Now, here's the secret ingredient to all of this: confidence. Without confidence, even the best argument can fall flat. Confidence shows up in your voice, your body language, and presence. To build confidence, you can imagine yourself giving the speech in advance, practice in front of people, and surround yourself with supportive people who can give you productive feedback. To demonstrate confidence, stand tall, make eye contact, project your voice, and control your pacing. And do not forget to practice by recording yourself, rehearsing in front of a mirror, or timing your speech. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Finally, let's talk about ending your speech. A strong ending is just as important as a strong beginning. You need to summarize your main points, leave the audience with a memorable phrase or call to action, and make sure they know exactly what you want them to walk away with. An effective ending is not just closure, it is your chance to persuade people. So, to wrap up, building arguments through public speaking requires knowing your audience, hooking their attention, structuring your speech, balancing facts with emotions, listening carefully, and delivering with confidence. It is not easy, but with practice, anyone can grow from a shy and introverted person like I once was into someone capable of using their voice to inspire action. And remember, public speaking is not just about sounding good, but also about building arguments that can shape communities and create positive change. In the next video, we will continue with the 5th section on speaking and dialogue with the 11th topic about networks and relationships. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on the post notifications so you will be notified when I post my next video. I appreciate your support. Remember, you are powerful, you are capable, and you are the changemaker our society needs. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon.